I'm Hannah Ezel, and it's a good day to have a good day. Let's meet the next Clarksvillian that everybody should know.
Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Madison, Allshouse, and I am the owner of House of Prieto.
Awesome. And what is House of Prieto?
So we are originally a marketing agency here in Clarksville, Tennessee, but we serve all over the world. And then I created my Facebook group, Grow with Business, and it kind of inspired me to intertwine those two and create a space where women from all over the city can use this space and use the resources to work and network with other people.
And that's where I found you. I found you on Grow with a Business, and it's been a huge boost in just getting to know people around Clarksville. It's been huge. So, what kind of inspired you to do this?
I don't know, I feel like I have always been an entrepreneur. Even if I had like a regular day job, I was always doing entrepreneur stuff. But I realized that like in this journey, all of the people that I was friends with and that I could like talk to for support weren't here. Like I just didn't have anywhere here where I felt like I belonged. And it wasn't because there was no business owners here or no female business owners here. It was just because no one really had a place to come together.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of the idea I had behind Grow with a Business, and I thought about it for months and months and months because I was so stuck on like, what would I call it? What would we do? And finally I was just like, go for it, Grow with a Business. And it literally took off. And if it wasn't for Grow with a Business, then House of Prieto would have just stayed my marketing agency and nothing more. But I rented this space, I think like 3 months into Grow with a Business being a group.
Man.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have been able to do
Totally
that.
awesome.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the group, and that's kind of why I made this space, because now, in my head, we had a group and we could talk about things, but it still didn't bring people together in person and be able to do things. Like we teach workshops in here, people can use it for like whatever events they have. There's some younger entrepreneur stuff going on here. Somebody's renting that room in there for a baby shower. Like,
oh, wow.
It's not just strictly for business, but I really wanted a space where people didn't have to think twice about like being safe or having somewhere to go at all hours of the day, and just feeling welcome and like happy in a space when they're working. Because I know like I have major ADHD, and if I don't feel a certain way when I'm working, I'm not going to get anything done. So that's kind of why I created this and what I had in mind when I was creating it. Like, okay, well, I know I work better just in the presence of other people, so let's optimize that. Like, there's plenty of space for other people to work here, even if it's just me and a friend coming here, working in complete silence. It helps so much more.
But I feel like too, you're in a place where you don't have dishes to do, you don't have any laundry to do, there's no place, there's no background noise, and I know that as somebody who works from home a lot, like just the background mess of all of that is so overwhelming. And this space is gorgeous. It's so clean. It's so like work friendly. I definitely want to be working in here.
That's kind of what I had in mind when creating it. Like I would love a huge space, but right now like I just can't find anything. So I settled for this small space, and I think it's really cozy and like.
It is like boho cozy.
Like it encourages you to come and work here, but still have like cute stuff like to Instagram and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Definitely like good vibes, really.
Yeah, exactly. Even like I love just the front door is a place that is. I was like, oh, I want to go in there.
Yeah.
But it's also such a cute area. You've got downtown right there. You can go to all the coffee shops. You can go to all the restaurants.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Really.
And so I'm sure it would be hard to find another place that's got the same amenities and the same vibes. It's really cool here. Okay, so you started it 3 months after Grow with a Business, but how long has Grow with a Business been going on?
Well, technically it was the last day of 2020, but I claim it as January 2021 is when I started. So now we're in September, and we're almost at 5,000 members.
Yeah, so can you remind me how old you are one more time?
23.
You're 23, you have 4 businesses, and more just in the pipeline.
Yeah, exactly.
So you needed a space to come and just work on whatever business you felt like working on.
Because like, even though, this room behind me used to be my office, and, you know, I was still going through a lot of personal stuff that I was working through, and so it just didn't make sense for my office to be here. Plus, it's such a huge space, it's almost equal to this room right here. So I really wanted to, like, other people to get used to it, so that's kind of what we're turning it into now. But that was also the whole reason I started looking into commercial spaces, because I was like, you know what, I can't do everything I want to do from this tiny little spare bedroom in my house. So I need somewhere to do that. And then I was like, wait a minute, how about instead of this just benefiting me, how it benefits everyone? And that's kind of where the co-working space idea came from. And it is a co-working space, but I still have to find like a better name for it, because, you know, we're not promoting to the public or anything like that. It's like strictly for girl with business to utilize and stuff like that. So it's kind of like
it's more of a tool than it is
like a private
thing.
resource. You know, it's not really like a business venture.
Do you feel like in the future this is something that you could have in many cities, because you do have girl with a business all over America now?
Yep, that's the goal. Is me on my own, I would love to open another one in maybe like Texas or like Chicago would be a really nice one. But my idea is that I can have like a kind of committee of different people from major cities. And then
like
I can help, I can help them with funding and stuff like that to open these spaces in other cities.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just like a really big thing. So
I feel like it starts looking like a big thing, but it's one of those things where once you get it kind of the ball rolling and you see those, like you've already figured out how to streamline the process by figuring it out here in Clarksville. So it feels like
we're just waiting. I think we should be able to open another one like around the same time we opened this one in 2022, so like March, April, May. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's huge. Okay, so if you could go and tell like a younger person anything, what would you tell her?
I would say not to take everyone else's opinions to heart, because that's a big thing that I did in the beginning. Because like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand, like, I had like connections and stuff before Girl with a Business, but then Girl with a Business happened and I was like launched into like this pedestal and everyone else was looking up to me, which is great, but also there's like a lot of bad stuff that comes with that. And it was mentally really, really hard because, you know, now you have all these strangers that have formed opinions on you and they don't even know you, like know you truly. And so now I've worked through that and I have better ways to get around things like that. But I think a lot of people, especially now where like influencers and stuff is really big career path, and I love that, but I don't think people really have an idea of what all comes with that. They just see the good stuff, and it's also like the bad stuff too. So I think if I could say anything, it would literally just be, you know, don't take everything personal, because I mean, it's not, you know, I learned in therapy, like people doing stuff to you and being negative, it's about them and it's not about you. And it really, you don't have to pay it any mind. And I used to be mad when people tell me that, because I'm like, what the heck, what do you mean? They're saying this to me, like,
you don't care what I think?
Yeah, exactly. But when I actually truly like dig deep and started thinking, I was like, yeah, they're right. Like, why do I care?
Right? People think of you as none of your business.
Exactly.
Somebody had to tell me that too, and I still have to work on that all the time. Any other things you'd like to say?
That I can think of.
Well, it's super nice to meet you. I was really excited to meet you, and I think you're doing amazing things.
I really like your little, when I saw your post about the interviews, I was like, this is good.
I'm really excited about it. Thank you. It's really exciting to be meeting people, and especially, like, y'all don't know, but I've posted only in Girl with a Business, and I'm only interviewing Girl with a Business right now because
that's really cool.
I just think that those are the people that I want to be uplifting, so it's really exciting to be a part of it.
I love that. Yeah, I would love to do something like that, but
you don't have the time on your hands.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have like a list on my computer of just things I would love to do, and it's like, okay, well, when I have a little time, I'll pick one thing on the
you're
list.
only 23. You get to do all of the things. You still have, what, like 4 or 5 times more lifespan.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much again.
Thank you.